We had a hell of an earnings week this past week, and it's continuing into this week. And I'm going to share with you guys the top plays that I'm watching primarily for the wheel strategy. And drop a comment down below. You're going to get a completely for free my earnings season survival guide. No opt-in, nothing like that. Just drop a comment down below and hit that like button, that subscribe button. And of course, I hope you are having a God blessed day, guys. Let's go over the shoulder because we have another very, very busy earnings week coming up with I would say my favorite company is reporting earnings. If you're an OG on the channel, you know who that is. I haven't traded or sold options on it for a bit, but with that said, you know I'm going to be eyeing it. As well as, guys, a few updates on the public portfolio, right? We had, unfortunately, let's start with some negative news, so to speak, okay? So we had our Kraft Heinz covered call for 27 that expired on the 31st. So come Monday, right, at the time of me recording this video, we have Kraft Heinz trading around 24.80. Not a big deal, right around that 25 range. My plan, of course, is going to be immediately to run some covered calls on my Kraft Heinz position. I have those 100 shares to collect some more premium. I'm hoping I can continue to 30 to 45 days out and collect about that 2% return on my collateral. I'm not too hopeful, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I may have to factor in the premium I've collected with Kraft Heinz into my share price, and that will be around $26, a little less than $26 per share as my cost basis for Kraft Heinz. So stay tuned for that. We obviously have Kenview as well, but those are not expiring till 11/14. We have our Kenview and our Snapchat as well. So it's nice to see, as you guys saw, that I was actually expired, right? This was completely expired here, so we're going to mark this one together here. And if you want my full trade log here, you guys can get it completely for free. Second link in the description of today's video. But this is quite elementary how I do it, guys. I gotta keep this stuff simple for myself. There I go. I'm expired here. Maintain my complete premium. Let everything go to expiration. Come Monday, we run the covered call, and then I'm just going to insert another line. So again, if you want my full calculator here, as well as my covered call and cash secured put calculators and trade log, second link in description of today's video. And you're going to also get a 2-hour training on the Ark Options Strategy, which takes the wheel strategy to the next level. Let's get into this week, though, guys, because my favorite stock, I would say my favorite stock of all time. I said it, I haven't said it in a while on the channel, but if you go watch some of the older videos, I haven't traded it because the whole tech sector has been absolute insanity. I've been collecting my juice elsewhere. Is Arista. You guys know my personal story with Arista when I used to work at a high frequency trading company, not as a trader. Y'all know I'm not smart enough for that. I always got to asterisk. I was an IT guy, but we were deploying Arista Network products like madmen. And these are the fastest, lowest latency networking products that you can get. The stock market cannot exist without Arista and Cisco, of course, but Arista, whew, man, it's been on an absolute tear. But I haven't traded it since really this time frame around that April when we saw that massive drop here, April and May, and then I got out of it in the May timeframe, got a lot of my stuff assigned. But during this drop, if you guys were following on channel, if you're in the OSS community, when it started from February to March, I was having a heart attack, fam, guys. Like I was like, this is crazy. I couldn't believe when I had so many cash secured puts in on this. I was extremely over leveraged. And I just wanted to preface this. I'm usually not a degenerate. I don't put so much of my cash into one stock. I don't think it's a smart idea. But for some reason, my trusty gut indicator told me, Pete, just keep DCAing into Arista. Because I knew in my mind, I'm like, Pete, there's one thing I know, right? The fundamentals didn't change. Okay, there was some like insider trading or whatever was going on with Arista at that time, that February, March timeframe. There was some bad press. There was some stuff, but I was like, Pete, you know the markets cannot run, the high-frequency trading funds, all of these companies cannot exist without Arista networking gear, okay? It just cannot exist. It just doesn't work. It don't work. It's the fastest products. This is how these guys are making, that's why you day traders, I think, are degenerates. You're competing against the guys trading at the speed of light. You want to know what they're doing now, guys? They're bouncing data off the stratosphere, getting it faster between Secaucus, New Jersey, and Chicago, right? This is insanity. What you don't even understand. Go read the book Flash Boys, okay? The book Flash Boys will document a lot of this, and that's already that's like a 10-year-old book, if not more at this point. But I digress. Point is, all this stuff that I'm talking about relies on Arista. I'm very bullish on Arista long term. I actually was investing with them right after they IPO'd, because I wasn't allowed to invest in them during IPO because I was working at that trading company at that time, so we weren't allowed to. But I already knew that this thing was going to pop off, and it did. But with that said, when it was dropping down to the 60s, I was like, this can't be. This can't be, fam. And something told me, Pete, just stay to your principles. You believe in the company, you believe in the fundamentals. Things haven't changed. I know I'm harping on this a lot, but I hope this is helpful for you. Is sometimes when we are doing our cash secured puts, we're taking assignment, and then we do another one and another one. And sometimes when you have a high conviction company, when the fundamentals still didn't change, sometimes the best bet is not to roll. Don't kick the can. Continue to dollar cost average using your cash secured put and collect those cash secured put premiums. It's exactly what I did. Did very well. I'm not going to lie. But with that said, you know what? I should have grabbed some. I do think this thing has been on a bit of a tear. I haven't been really into it, but I'm going to watch it. I think I totally expect that they're going to have an incredible earnings. But with that said, right now, unless we see a big drop towards, the bottom Bollinger Band around that 130 level, where we saw that in October here and then kind of tore it up here, I'm just patient right now. I'm with stocks with everything going on with government shutdown, all this nonsense. Like, I am scared. I am fearful. All right. So with that said, I'm sticking to companies that are trading below or around their 200-day moving averages. With that said, obviously we have our Kraft Heinz. We're going to be doing those covered calls on that. Next stock is Snapchat. We do have some positions in Snapchat right now. We've got our 650 puts here, as you guys can see. That's basically me saying I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Snapchat on 11.14 if it's trading at 650 or below. Had a great 4% return on my collateral on that thing, which was absolutely fantastic. So obviously going to monitor that. We kind of bounced off towards that bottom Bollinger Band area and working our way back towards that $8 share price. So we'll see. I'm not expecting assignment here, but I've been really having fun with Snapchat, guys, on this with the 5K portfolio. You guys can see it's probably my most traded stock here, next to SoFi here at the beginning of the challenge. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying Kenvue and Snapchat because they're just been so volatile. Next one I'm watching is Altria. Say what you want about the products. I don't care. This stock is fantastic, at least in my personal opinion. Not financial advisor. You will lose money listening to me. I'm just a dude on the internet. I'll be the first to tell you that. But with that said, fantastic dividend. You guys already know when I get assigned, I want to be assigned stuff that pays me those covered or that dividend, because then I'm running covered calls. I'm collecting a monthly dividend. I'm collecting or a monthly premium, and maybe even a monthly dividend or quarterly dividend from the company. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely dumped here towards below its 300-day moving average of 57. I will most likely be jumping into additional cash secured puts on this company. Absolutely love it. Do your own research, of course, but come on, let's go. Fantastic setup. This is where I'm looking. This is where I'm paying attention to, because guess what, guys? You're going to see me talking about the Aristas and the Palantirs and the Nvidias when the time comes. When the time comes. Right now, all of the YouTubers, they all talking about, AMD selling puts and this and that, and it's nonsense to me. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's degeneracy, in my opinion. Their day will come again, and it did. I had a period where I was primarily focusing in on those companies, but right now, guys, I'm focusing in where the juice is, where the great companies are, where nobody's really paying attention to, and I believe Altria, ticker MO, is in a fantastic setup for cash secured puts, fantastic dividend, fantastic business model. Next one I'm watching, a little bit more risky, is eBay. Not the best earnings. I mean, just outlook was kind of bad. But with that said, had another 3% drop. I mentioned this in another video, and especially in my in our private mastermind group. We do pre-market calls every single morning at 9 a.m. Again, you can learn about that all in the second link in the description of today's video, plus get all these calculators and logs. With that said, took a big dump. I'm still watching, waiting to see where this thing falls. Where are we going to see some support? Are we going to see support around 81? I don't know. Maybe we're kind of holding steady right there in that 830 range. So we'll see. I want to get something right now. If I'm doing puts, I'm trying to stay around the 300-day moving average, 2 300-day moving averages, or between them if I can, while also maintaining my 2% on ROI on my collateral goal. My personal goal, not your personal goal. My personal goal is 2% a month ROI on my collateral, if at all possible. Okay. Now, obviously, on our public portfolio, we've been doing fairly well. We've been exceeding that expectation, but that's because I'm adding some entertainment value, guys. All right. But with that said, usually I'm not that risky. Right? I'm usually not that risky. Next one, I'm watching some more boring, cheap stocks is Conagra Brands. Okay. Look how beat up of a falling knife this thing is. Absolutely. Look, but if you go look at the portfolio of products that they have, like this is where I'm just paying attention to, guys. I love investing in companies that have a wide range of brands and products that are consumer staples that all of us have in our homes. And I believe Conagra Brands also. The premiums haven't been that great for this, but I am going to continue to watch this. I want to get something around that 16 level. Right now, we just crossed below the bottom Bollinger Band, so we also have to see where's that new support essentially going to be, right? Because we are now trading below the bottom Bollinger Band for this. So we're going to see typically, obviously, when we dip below that bottom Bollinger Band, usually we see a retraction upwards, which could be a good play if you're going to do a cash secured put at the money, 17s, let's say 17 cash secured puts, even that expire in a week. Most likely, we should see a nice little retraction on Conagra, and we could see that, right? When we dipped at 18 here, we had a nice spike up back to 19, worked our way back down, right? Hit the bottom, worked our way back up, and we kind of see this pattern. Now, obviously, I'm the first one to tell you guys technical analysis is BS. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But with that said, obviously, I try to use these kind of tools that I have at my disposal to set myself up for the best shot possible. But with that said, always when I sell a cash secured put, I'm assuming assignment. Always assume assignment. Can't stress it enough. Always assume assignment when you sell a put. Can't stress it enough. Next one, another boring one is Hormel. Whew. My goodness, off a cliff here, guys, and dumped below its bottom Bollinger Band for the day, really for 2 days here. And then started retracting upwards. I'm going to be looking at the 21 puts for this if I can get it. Obviously, we saw over a 1.5% or at a 1.5% roughly gain before the close on Friday. But we're retracting upwards, but still in a fantastic setup for some cash securities. 24 on the RSI, heavily oversold, and that's what I'm paying attention to. And next one is AbbVie, one of my absolute favorite stocks, probably my top 10, I would say, favorite stocks to run the wheel strategy on because of the fantastic dividend that we're seeing. And take a look at this big drop that we recently had as well. Obviously, because of earnings, decent earnings, bad outlook, but we're trading right at that bottom Bollinger Band, actually a little bit below now with the pre-market being at 217. I'm waiting to see, again, where this falls. I want to see this. Are we going to get down to 210? Can I get 195 cash secured puts on this, hitting a decent ROI and collateral goal? That's what I'm primarily looking at. I want to get my cash secured puts in towards that bottom or towards those 200 and 300 day moving averages. Guys, if you want all my trade logs, you want all my calculators, and you want a 2-hour free training on the Ark Options Strategy, where we combine 5 sources of premium and income into one simple strategy that you can manage literally in 50 to 60 minutes a week. If that, click the second link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.